This was supposed to be my week 4 on the weight loss drug Wegovy at the highest dose, but there was a little situation at the pharmacy. I'm gonna talk all about it today, you guys. This girl a mess, y'all. Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been around here. While I'm Kendra. This is Kendra Creates. This is a MySpace where I share my life with you guys that center mainly around my weight loss journey. But I'll talk about other stuff too. So if that stuff sounds good to you, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Okay. And you can go ahead and get this video a like while you're here. Okay. So I've been on the weight loss drug Wegovy for a little while now, but this is only supposed to be like my 4th week on the highest dose, which is 2.4 dosage. There was a little bit of time that lapsed and I wasn't really doing anything. And then there was this week. So I had to leave, okay? Because I had to go to a conference out there in Denver. And my prescription was not ready. Yeah, my prescription was not ready, y'all. So I didn't even take the medicine before I left to go to Denver. So I was literally with no Wegovy for a whole entire week. All right, let's talk about the personal life, okay? My life update. I love starting the video with this because you guys kind of get to enter my world for the week or whatever. And y'all, of course, I'm a last minute person. I always wait to the last minute to do things. But let's talk about it though. So this is what happened, y'all. Okay. So when I did try to order my prescription, it was on back order. They didn't know when it was coming in. And then of course it came in when I had already left to go or whatever. That's neither here nor there. It happened. Okay, it happened. So I was an entire week without Wegovy. Okay, whatever. So anyways, Monday, I take my baby to an appointment he had, or was it Tuesday? No, Tuesday I took him to an appointment that he had or whatever before I left. So Monday, I worked all day. Tuesday, I took him to this appointment that he had. They said we were going to be there for like hours or whatever, but we weren't. We were there for probably like 1 hour, if that. So it finished up a lot sooner than I thought it was going to, but it ended up whatever. Anyways, so Wednesday, I leave out to go to Denver. And if you guys have not caught my Denver vlog, y'all go watch that, okay? It's all about my little work trip conference situation in Denver. And there was Ariana Huffington and also Deepak Chopra were guest speakers during that time. And y'all, they were boring. We're not gonna tell nobody though. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, I leave out early that morning. I go to, where did I go to? I went right here to O'Hare. O'Hare is closer to my house than Midway is. So I went to O'Hare or whatever. And it was like so early in the morning. And I finally get to Denver and I'm like so freaking tired. I'm freaking exhausted because my flight was like 7:30, y'all. That means I had to get up like super early. It was super early, y'all. It was so early. I was so mad. And I was so tired when I got there. I don't know why we decided to fly in the same day that we had the first day of the conference. I was like, felt myself like going to sleep like during these sessions or whatever. It was so bad, y'all. It was bad on Wednesday. On Thursday, it was much better, y'all. It was so much better. I was like attentive. I was like up. I was like ready to go. I was like going to the sessions, listening intently. And it was so crazy, y'all. At one of the sessions that I went to, one of the speakers was actually the former president at a university that I used to work with. And like after the session, like I talked to him and told him where I worked at. And he was like, oh my God, that is so amazing. He was like, this is like the best news I've heard all year. Like, y'all, that man is so charismatic. He knows how to work a room. He knows how to win over hearts and minds of people. Like the university that I worked at, he only worked there as president for, I want to say, 4 years. We just gonna say 5 years. And that's pushing it. I don't think he worked there 5 years. They have a statue of this man on campus. Like, that's how much they loved him. He was amazing. Anyway, so Thursday is all good. They had like a little party or whatever with like Casey and the Sunshine Band that evening. I was at the party like a hot little minute, and then I decided to go take a dip out in the pool or whatever, because, you know. And then Friday was like the day from hell, okay? So we wrapping up the ending sessions with the guest speakers or whatever, right? We take the Uber back to go to the airport so we can come back to Chicago. And like, I'm with like 5 colleagues of mine. 2 of us are on a Southwest flight. 2 of us are on the same United flight. And then 1 of us is on a different United flight. But we all rode the Uber together, and, you know, we're at the hotel or whatever. I mean, to go back home or whatever. So tell me why there was this big storm in Chicago. And so our flights got delayed. Everyone's flights was delayed. And so we eventually left. And so on our Southwest flight, we are already delayed, right? And then our flight like flies to freaking, well, first of all, we're close to Chicago, but we can't land because of the weather. So we're just kind of like flying around in the sky. And then the pilot is like, oh, yeah, we have to land in St. Louis. We have to get some gas. And we're like, oh, everybody's like, oh, okay. So we fly to St. Louis. We're there at the airport. It's like freaking, I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 10 o'clock at night by this time. And we're supposed to, we were supposed to land in Chicago, I want to say like 8. Yeah. And we're in St. Louis and it's like 10 o'clock at night. And they're like, we have to get gas and then we'll leave. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they were like, oh, give us like an hour and a half. And we're like, okay. I don't know what time we left St. Louis, but thank God we did leave St. Louis eventually. And eventually we made it safely back to Chicago that night. My coworkers, they had to stay overnight. They didn't get back to Chicago until the next day. So pro tip, Southwest, like, get on this flight. We going home. United, like, we'll get you that tomorrow. So it was the day from here. It was actually the worst flying experience I've had. I didn't make it home until like 4 a.m. Like, it was pretty bad. It wasn't as bad as my coworkers, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, I was like, yeah. And I've flown a lot, y'all. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. But, you know, I made it back, and that's all that really matters. And I'm safe. So that was pretty much my week in a nutshell with traveling. All right, guys, so we are going to discuss diet and exercise for the week. So it was literally non-existent, okay? So every time I travel, y'all know that I love exploring the gyms of wherever I'm traveling to. And I usually hit up the gym at least one time. That didn't even happen this time. Did I give a tour of the gym? Yeah, I gave a tour of the gym. Did I mean to go to the gym and exercise? Yeah, I meant to go to the gym and exercise. Did I? No, I didn't, because I'd rather lay out by the pool and be lazy. Look, y'all, that pool was nice, okay? It had a lazy river and everything, okay? Watch my vlog, okay? So there was no exercise for the week. I was gone most of the week, and then on Monday I worked and I didn't feel like going, honestly. And then Tuesday I had to deal with my son and I had to pack and I had to do all that. I just didn't feel like it. I just didn't do it. So I did not exercise all week long. And my nutrition was off, of course, because I was traveling. And I mean, that's not like anything to blame it on, but like they were feeding us conference food. And it's just like, what I'm gonna eat what they serve. But I will say this though, they did have a wide variety of healthier options. Like, we had side salads, we had vegetables, but man, that first day breakfast, we didn't even have any protein. It was no meat, it was no eggs, it was none of that. It was like cereal and like a bunch of freaking pastries, like scones and like muffins. And I was like, why? And then with Nutella, they didn't even have any oatmeal. Like they did have some yogurt and like cereal. That first day was awful. But the second day for breakfast, they did have eggs and they did have like sausage and bacon, which I don't eat. So they did a little bit better on the second day of breakfast. Yeah, but I would say, whatever, you know. And then when I'm freaking traveling there and traveling back, it was just a damn mess, y'all. It was just a damn mess, okay? I mean, that's really all I can say. It was just a damn mess. But poor nutrition, poor exercise, and it showed on the scale. And speaking of showing on the scale, we're gonna get into my weight loss progress for the week, y'all. Okay, so I started the week at 191.1 pounds. And I ended the week, after my long delayed flight, I ended the week at 191.8 pounds. So for a total weight gain of 0.7 pounds, which I'll take. Okay, I will take it in a heartbeat. I will take it in a minute. I think I did fairly well as far as like eating goes while I was away, just because, like I said, they had great options as far as vegetables and side salads and things to eat. So I was really happy for that. And then also this resort, oh my God, the resort was humongous. It was beautiful though, Gaylord Resorts in Denver. It was beautiful, it was so huge. When I tell you there was so much walking, y'all, I'm thinking back to the days, and it was funny because I told my coworkers this and they were laughing at me. Like, fat Kendra, I would have been struggling. And honestly, I feel like they did a disservice to people who may have needed accommodations like that, because it was a lot of walking. And y'all know I walk all the time. I'm not gonna say like I'm some kind of distance runner or like, you know, I'm in the tip top, you know, healthiest condition or shape or anything, by no means, right? But so I didn't have any trouble, you know, getting around, or I didn't feel like, oh, my legs are sore or I'm tired or anything, but it was a lot of walking. Like, it was no joke. I remember listening to one lady, and she said that she like walked like 10,000 steps. And I was like, what? We did? Because I didn't have my watch on. But I believed her when she said that, because I was like, it was just so far to get to everything. Like, but it was so many people there, y'all. It was so many people. But I totally believed it though. There was a lot of walking to be done. But I enjoyed myself for the week. My progress was just, it is what it is. I figure that's fluctuation. Like, your weight is going to fluctuate so much on a day-to-day basis. And there is literally nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter how much you exercise. It doesn't matter, you know, if your diet is perfect. It doesn't matter anything, you know? Your hormones, the time of day, how much water you drink, how much salt intake you have. These things can affect what you see on the scale. So you cannot get around weight fluctuations. They're just gonna be there, you know? I'm not like, the scale does not affect me anymore, like at all. When I see what's on the scale, it's just like, or it just kind of tells me like what I need to do, what I don't need to do. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to see anything above 193. If I keep doing what I'm doing or whatever, I want to lose weight, of course, but I don't want to see anything above 193 at this point in time. So yeah, but I think that's it, y'all. I hope this video has been informative to you. I hope it has helped you out some. I hope whatever. I mean, even if you're just entertained or you're just here to like, you know, start the life update and you just kind of ran to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much for sticking through with me. Make sure you continue to spread kindness and a word full of hate. I will see you on the next time. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Bye-bye.